Alrighty guys, so welcome back to Fur and Feather Outdoors. If you go check out the other video that's going to be up, we got into some mallards this morning. Well, I did. And got my first mallard limit, so if y'all want to go check out that video, it'll be posted probably before this one. But I wanted to go ahead and make a video on how to clean ducks. This is a mallard, so it's going to be a little bit bigger than like your wood duck and stuff. I'd go ahead and get a little baggie to put your meat in. And if you're wanting to mount it but still want to get the meat out, there's different ways to go about it. If you're going to mount it though, what you really want to do is you want to break the legs and then kind of break the wings or clip them on the inside after you make the incision. And you want to try to not remove as many feathers as you possibly can. For the most part it's the same though, you just want to make sure all of the joints are disconnected. But for this, we're just going to pluck all these feathers off that we can. And the only reason I do this, you don't actually have to, you can just cut right into it, but it makes it easier for you to see where you're cutting, and makes it a little bit cleaner as far as your meat goes. And I would recommend wearing gloves, that way you don't get as messy. And pretty much that's all I do, is just kind of make a little spot where there's no feathers, that way it's easier to cut and you know where you're actually cutting, because now you can feel the breastbone all the way down the center. And a good sharp knife is good to have. I use a Havalon, and you just want to feel for the breastbone there, and it'll go all the way down almost to wherever its parts are, and it'll go about to its chest or its throat. You just want to make an incision right down as close as you can get to the side of that breastbone. You'll see there, made my cut. There's the breastbone right there. And then you want to kind of, after you make that first incision, you just want to kind of work under the meat. A lot of times it'll just pull up for you, but you just want to kind of pull it up, go under everything that you can. And you see right there, it starts coming off the breastplate. And then after that, you can start kind of working around the skin here. That way you can get more of the meat out. And it should pull right away from the skin. And then once you pull it away from the skin, it'll show more of the meat. That way you can cut it better. I'm trying to show you all this the best I can. And there's your duck breast. It's not crazy big by any means, but on this mallard, that's a whole lot bigger chunk of meat than a wood duck or something. And wood duck's really good, but we're gonna see how this is. I don't think I've ever had mallard, so. And you'll do the same thing on the other side, and you see how clean that breastbone is. I mean, there's virtually no meat left. Again, all you want to do is make that first incision, work your knife under the meat a little bit, and then you can start, once you get to kind of like where you can't get no more, you want to take the skin and separate it, and then that'll allow you to separate it all the way to the back, and then you can start pulling it away and cutting it more to get a cleaner cut. And then you do the same thing to the other side. And that's it on today's episode, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, If you have any more questions, make sure to comment below. Make sure to like if it was helpful, and we'll see you on the next one.